Bixby Public Schools is a fast-growing suburban school district, and according to all of our demographic studies that we've done over the past 5 to 10 years, we're growing at a rate of about 3 to 4% per year. And so we truly had reached our classroom capacity at several of our elementary schools. 5 years ago, they knew that we were going to have to build a new elementary and intermediate campus. We relied heavily on the expertise of KKT, helping us find that vision and asking the right questions to make sure that we got the building we truly had in mind when this project started.
We actually had a design for the building almost completed when the administration changed. The old administration really wanted to just make a building that was similar to all of the other schools that they had in the district. But when Rob came in, he saw an opportunity with this new site, beautiful site, and a ground-up building to do something that was a little different and would help push the district into the future.
We'll house between 850 and 900 students from pre-K through grade 6. We'll have the capacity to go close to 1,200, and then in future years, as we add to this building, eventually may house up to 2,000 students. Well, I love the vision because students truly will spend 8 years here, and instead of going from one school, whether it's pre-K, kindergarten, to another elementary school, and then maybe to an intermediate school, they're going to spend all of those years under one roof.
The spaces here at Bixby West are designed so that each age group has their own space, but there's lots of opportunities for shared spaces where the students can also learn from other age groups. There's shared spaces that the elementary and intermediate students use that really help to, yes, provide collaboration spaces between the different age groups, but ultimately stretch the money that the district has available to them. And so by sharing those spaces into one building, they're able to have some of the extras like art and music that other districts really aren't able to include in their curriculum. There's really an opportunity with bond monies to make sure that the community sees that the school is being responsible for money that that community is entrusting to the school district.
I think it is more expensive if we were to go out and build an elementary school and then a feeder school, an intermediate school that went into it. It certainly would cost more money than to build it the way we have here. Since the Joplin tornado a decade ago, and certainly the one in Moore, Oklahoma 7 years ago, there's been a real emphasis on safety. First of all, the safe or hardened rooms are our 2 gymnasiums for our school, as well as access control, because while a tornado may never hit this building, we know that we have people coming into our building every single day. Probably the most important thing we can do as schools is access and screen the people that are coming in and out of our building. So there was a lot of deliberate thought put to the processes by which people would be screened and how we would control that access to this building. What I appreciate about our relationship with KKT is they ask the right questions, because sometimes as school leaders we can have this vision in our mind, but it's hard to articulate exactly what that vision may be. KKT has been very receptive and very nimble in adjusting plans as needed to meet the needs of our school district, and we appreciate that kind of responsiveness.
When we work with school districts, it's not just a matter of listening to the way that they've done things in the past, it's also sharing that knowledge with them about how to design spaces for the future.
I can't think of a better pairing than what we had putting this building up, and we're excited for our future with KKT in future projects in Bixby, Oklahoma.